Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's December 30th, 2025, and we are in the New Testament book of Revelation. We're going to read chapter 21, verse 1 to chapter 22, verse 5 today. All right, so victory has been won. And we already knew that because we were told that from the very beginning, that Christ wins and God wins over Satan. But Satan has now been punished. Whore of Babylon is punished. The beast is punished. They've all been thrown into the fire. We've had the judgment of all of humanity. If you were 100% on God's side, then you advance into heaven to be with God and the Lamb. Any doubt on your side, any disobedience, even slightly, you've gone into the lake of fire at this point. So now what happens? Now God is ready. Now God is ready to finish this story that got derailed very quickly when he created this. He created everything, and then he said, hey, you know what? This is good. We're going to keep this. We're going to get rid of that. This is good. We're going to keep that. We're going to get rid of that. So he created that perfection of Eden, and then he stuck us in the middle of it, and he said, okay, you can choose to accept that I've placed you in perfection, or you can doubt it. And Satan convinced us we should doubt it, and all that nastiness came back, and we've been dealing with it ever since. But now we've come to the end where the only people that are now left are the ones that understood. No, that was creation. We were in a perfect place. We were doing God's will. God put us in Eden to be with Him, to worship Him, and to enjoy the benefits of being in His presence. And now we are back to that point. And creation is now remade back into that perfection of Eden. And we see that symbolically by this magnificent Jerusalem city coming down that's just wonderful and magnificent and perfection all around. We don't need the sun, we don't need the stars, we don't need anything except God in our midst and us as His people. Let's go ahead. We're going to read Revelation chapter 21, verse 1 to 22, 5. Now I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away. Also there was no more sea. Then I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of the heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with man, and He will dwell with them, and they shall be His people. God Himself will be with them and be their God, and God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away. Then He who sat on the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And He said to me, Write, for these words are true and true and faithful. And He said to me, It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give of the fountains of the water of life freely to him who thirsts. He who overcomes shall inherit all things. And I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the cowardly, unbelieving, abominable, murderers, sexually immoral, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burns with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Then one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls filled with the seven last plagues came to me and talked with me, saying, Come, I will show you the bride, the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the Spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, having the glory of God. Her light was like a most precious stone, like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. Also she had a great and high wall, and the 12 gates, and 12 angels at the gates. And names were written on them, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. 3 gates on the east, 3 gates on the north, 3 gates on the south, and 3 gates on the west. Now the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and on them were the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he who talked with me had a gold reed to measure the city, its gates and its walls. The city is laid out as a square. Its length is as great as its breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. Its length, breadth, and height are equal. Then he measured its walls, 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is, of an angel. The construction of its wall was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like clear glass. The foundations of the wall of the city were adorned with all kinds of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third chalcedony, and the fourth emerald. The fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, the 10th chrysoprasus, and the 11th jacinth. Boy, those are some hard words. but we got through them. And the 12th amethyst. The 12 gates were 12 pearls. Each individual gate was of 1 pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, like transparent glass. But I saw no temple in it, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are its temple. The city had no need of the sun or of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God illuminated it. The Lamb is the light, and the nations of those who are saved shall walk in its light, and the kings of the earth bring their glory and honor into it. Its gates shall not be shut at all by day. There shall be no night there, and they shall bring the glory and the honor of the nations into it. But there shall by no means enter it anything that defiles or causes an abomination or a lie, but only those who are written in the Lamb's book of life. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding from the throne of God and of the Lamb. In the middle of its street and on either side of the river was the trees of life, which bore 12 fruits, and each tree yielding its fruit every month. The leaves of the trees were for the healing of the nations, and there shall be no more curse. But the throne of God and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. They shall see his face, and his name shall be on their foreheads. There shall be no night there, and they need no lamp, nor light of the sun, for the Lord God gives them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. May God bless the reading of his word. May God bless you. Bye.